funny enough, if my parents watch this, I used to have a really, really bad drinking problem about like 4 years ago. And if my parents saw this now, they would absolutely panic that I'd fell off the wagon. And I have fell off the wagon, but not in like some spectacular way. I like, it doesn't bother me. I just have a drink now and again now. I kind of like beat it. And now I just have like, either have a drink when I feel like, or like something like this when I've got to do something a bit. So this is my drink. So if anyone is drinking, this is 15, you never believed. Okay, this is like wine, right? And it's 15%. Kind of, everyone calls it sherry. It's kind of like sherry. It's not, 'cause sherry is fucking horrible. But this is 15%. It's like £5. So anyway, so I'm pouring this. Because I read a Google... No, I didn't read a Google for shit. I read a website which said that people like to know the person behind the music. Well, you ain't going to see more person than this. So, I tip my glass to my future. And to everyone else's future. We'll all survive this. COVID's slowly going. I just want you to know, if you're struggling with anything, especially if you're like kind of 14, 15, 16, 17, like even like I know people like in their 20s and you're really, really struggling, freaking out, finding life really, really hard, just hang in there because it does get better. It really, really does. I've struggled with like depression and issues my entire life, and as much as shit of coming into my late 30s is, getting a slightly thinnish patch there, awful teeth, I find your mind does actually calm down a little bit and you can rationalise things. So just hold on there that things get better, and I'll try and help things to get better for people if I can through talking. I don't know how else to do it. But yeah, you will see behind me, I wanted a blue screen or a green screen or a white screen, and I was hoping I could do it with the wallpaper, but it's like a creamy colour, and with the shadows and everything, it didn't work for shit. So this is my like very, very low budget kind of backdrop, a little bit like if anyone in England knows Philip Schofield, the silver-haired fox, if you remember Gordon the Gopher and the broom cupboard, let's just say this is very, very similar, but I'll give you a bit of like a rundown. Right, basically all of this pretty much like is my drawings. Obviously I didn't draw The Last Supper, in case you were wondering, and then Transformers, which I didn't draw, but everything else I drew. I just had to gather. I would rather it all be like Perceptor 4 stuff, but I just had to gather stuff to put behind me because I don't just want a blank white wall. You need something to look at. So, excusez-moi, monsieur. This is called A Disagreement in Paris. I don't know what these things are. They're kind of like Moomin type creatures. But you don't know what the disagreement was. But this was a family of whatever they are. They're on holiday in Paris. The dad says something. The mom's confused. And the kid, it's up to you, whatever the kid thinks. But I really, really like that picture. It's one of my favourite pictures that I've drawn. I just think it's really, really cute. Frenzy. Who is Frenzy? Anyone who likes Transformers could argue that's Rumble, but that's not. That is Frenzy. This is my book, which you will. Oh, we're 5 years in the future, right? So you know, obviously you know this is my like world famous book and film series, Spaceships, Wizards, Unicorns. This is me, obviously. This is me when I die. I will be a warrior and an angel in heaven. So that's me when I die. That's another one from my book / cartoon series. Last Supper, there was a guy called Jesus. There was a guy called Jesus, and he said that he was the Son of God, and he had these disciples. Disciples are like followers, like a gang, like Gucci gang, but like 2,000 years ago, and without the Gucci. Fucking Gucci gang, that's awful, isn't it? I don't mean about comparing that to Jesus, just Gucci gang. Fucking Gucci. How did that happen? So you should know about Jesus. I shouldn't have to say too much about him. Right. This here, right, I went fucking crazy about 5 years ago. I was gonna say when I re-emerged from being crazy, but no, I was normal, and then I re-emerged crazy, and I got a notepad, and I drew this, and this is the Black Sea, which is like the sea area, like in between Russia, Turkey, Bulgaria, etc. Russia, Georgia, etc. Either way, I went crazy and I thought I was going to be this I was going to have this like massive like news network, which was going to like which was going to bridge like the gap between, I was going to restore relations between Russia and the West. Either way, we got like headquarters here. So basically, like, my news agency was called EFNN. It was Enhanced Fuel News Network, which is EFNN, which I thought sounded like pretty cool. But anyway, I was going to have offices here. Well, offices all around. And then here was going to be like, this is Turkey, by the way. Here was going to be a little apartment for my parents and everything. I will get an apartment somewhere around here just so I can make this so this actually happens, and shit, we're in the future. I have an apartment here. Okay, that's fine. Cartoon. Okay, that's me. This is Perceptor4. Now, right, okay. You'll see this very, very soon, but this here and that here, that's me bazzing around the universe. My dad's called Baz, by the way. Bazzing around the universe because Perceptor4, that is Perceptor. That is Perceptor. It's like a dual thing. I'm Perceptor, but that's like my alter ego, Perceptor4 or Perceptor. There's lots of Perceptors, but we'll get into that at a later date. Yeah, so that's me, and that's what I turn into. You're probably thinking, why is my hair like that? Because I used to have long hair and parties, and I still imagine myself like that, but then I'm also imagining myself like that, so I completely lost the plot.